Hello, I'm James, and welcome to Cosmic Corner. Today we actually have a game to look at. I know it's different. It's gonna be okay because it's still involving space, and this is a pretty good space game simulator. Well, it's more of a this is one of the best space simulators there is out there. It's gotta be. There's nothing that touches Universe Sandbox 2 even comes close to what it can do. You can do whatever you want. You can create whatever you want. You can create your own planets, create your own suns, you can create your own solar systems. I haven't tried it yet, but I do believe you can even create your own galaxies. So when you first open up the game, it's going to be, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see our solar system and everything that's in it. So if you zoom out, you're going to see all this bundle of mess. When you zoom in, oh, that was bright. That was bright in my face. Too much zoom in. If you zoom in all the way, you're just going to rip your eyeballs out. We already talked about zooming in on the sun and what that can do. So, yeah. So let's not burn our retinas out and not zoom in all the way in the sun. Even though you can do that, you can get pretty damn close to it. And it actually makes this sound the closer you get to it. But, yes. So, first thing I'm going to show you in this game is going to be some boring information stuff, and then I want to show you some fun crap. So, the first thing you can do is click on the sun and explode it. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Let's get the boring stuff out the way. Let's get the educational stuff out the way, because this is also a really good educational tool. So if you right click the sun, you can see all of its properties. You can see how old it is. You can see its surface temperature, its velocity, its rational period, surface gravity, escape velocity, motion, its minerals that are in it. You can even pull up charts. See if I can find me a good chart. Yes, there's one. You can pull up charts and just look at everything in a really deep aspect. And you can go so far into this that I'm sorry, there's so much, and you can just watch things happen in real time or in billions of years of time. And then you have actions, and then this is you can save this object as you can create an object and then save it. So if you create a planet and you really like how it came out, you can save it, and it will be it'll be there for if you want to use it somewhere else or see how it reacts to anything. Let's close this out so we can see. You can clear all the trails. You can set trails at center. There's so much you can do. And you have 0 velocity. You can add planets 2-star. So if you click this, I guess it does nothing. It's supposed to add, what happened? Oh shit, it added 2 planets, didn't it? Did it? Looks like there's more there than there was before. So okay, so you can slow the simulation down. So now we have a Mercury and a Mercury and a Mercury. Now there's 3 Mercuries because I kept hitting add planets. It doubled all the planets. That's what happened. So there's about to be a collision over here. So there's Earth. And then there's right next to it, Earth. If you were this close to another Earth, you probably would see it like you would see the moon, to be honest with you. Like you would see the other Earth, and you can actually look at it like we could look at the moon if it was that close. You're probably wondering where the moon's at. That's actually in a different simulation. This is just the basics of our solar system. So while we're at the Earth, you can actually look at the basics of the Earth and all its details and all its motion stuff. Well, since we have more than one, let's go ahead and answer the fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go to powers instead. And since we don't need this, we can just simply blow it up. So it goes pop. That may have been a little too fast. So it's going to slow this down a little bit more. And I don't know which one was the original. It's like 12:33 in the morning. And I gotta be up at 5:30 to go to drill for National Guard, and I'm just dicking around on this game trying to get a video out there. But I don't know which one's the original, so we're probably just gonna bust this one up. Alright, so we're gonna zoom on in this. Oh! I guess the explosion from the other one blowing up took this one out too. So, boom, pop. That one goes pop. And let's see how that affected. Well, there's nothing there anymore. It's gone. It exploded. So you can blow things up. Now I'm not gonna blow up the sun just yet, but I will get to it. So let's go to you can actually force. What the hell's force? Can we knock something out the way? Like one of these Mercuries? Oh, it's throwing things at it. I don't know what the hell that's about. Anyways, there's a lot you can do in this game. There's so much you can change. All the settings I showed you can be adjusted, and you can change the density, its velocity, its mass, its properties. Oh, I forgot to show you the properties. So let's go to a system that's really crap, and let's try to make it inhabitable real quick. Just a real quick situation. So Venus, we know, sucks. Venus is a terrible planet. So here it is. Let's go ahead and right-click this thing, and you got its all its crap, its velocity, its everything you need to know. If you want me to, I can go into a really in-depth video of all you can do in this game, but this is just a real quick skim of what you can do. So you can change its mass. Let's change its mass to. Let's just make this a 9. See what happens. And then hit enter, and it got a little bigger. You see how it expanded a little bit. All right, so let's go to minerals. And here's its minerals. It has iron and all the crap. So if you jack up the hydrogen, it's going to be a gas planet because now it has a really thick atmosphere. And it's going to be blowing a lot of atmosphere out into space because it's so close to the sun. Going to drop the hydrogen, and let's give it some iron, a little bit of iron. And you see the core right here starting to build up a little bit. So you're changing the core assets when you're doing this. So you drop this down, you know, it's going to adjust it both ways, and also changes the size of the planet. Now if we go ahead and add some water to it, very slow, so gently, it should. You can only do it a little bit, or it's going to be covered in water. Let's see if I can do this without tearing everything up. So I hit it once, and it just turned black on me. I don't know what that's about. Do not know what the hell that is about. I'm trying to show you how if you add water to the planet, things can happen. So Venus went dark on us, even though it's out in space. So no, we're gonna do two things that don't cooperate. And we want to see a light. We're gonna launch a moon at it and see what happens. Boom. Now you're glowing. Now we can see you. Okay. So yes, you can launch things at things. You can launch suns at suns. You can launch planets at planets. Bigger planets destroy the smaller planets. Smaller things destroy bigger things. This thing is hot. This thing is glowing blue. Okay, let's go back. Now let's zoom out. Let's go to Earth. I want to see what happens. Where's I blew up all the Earths? Ah, I blew up all the Earths. So we're going to actually open up an Earth. So Earth and Moon. This is something I wanted to show you. I told you I was going to blow up sun, but we'll do that in like 2 seconds. I just want to see something. So let's right click and go to minerals. And if we adjust the minerals in here, you see the planet begin to change. And land formations will change, ice will change. You see the planet get bigger. Oh shit. Oh shit, done fucked up. We done fucking see what happens. See how sensitive that was? I was just adjusting it a little bit. Log this hydrogen down, see if everyone's still alive. Oh shit. Everyone's dead. We done flooded it. Yeah. Oh no, everyone's still alive, I think. I don't know what's going on. The planet went black. Where's the sun piece at? Alright, boom. I don't remember its original state. I think we wiped out all the land on the planet. I think that's what happened. I think all the land got washed out. So here's shit. So the planet was water. The Earth was nothing but water. Because we washed away the land by accident. You would have a top shelf of ice, and then you have a bottom shelf of ice due to the polars and the you should know how the Earth works. We seem to have literally washed out the land. There'd probably be like hurricanes running through here. It'd probably look like a Jupiter. Hurricanes running through. You've probably already seen that you can just make this a big gas giant. Yep, it's gas giant Earth. So yes, so there's a lot of things. So there's like what? I don't know what this does. I'm not sure. Oh, cool. Exoplanets. We're gonna open this up real fast because this was my last video, and I didn't know that. I didn't know this was in the game. Welcome to TRAPPIST-1 and everything that involves in it. Here are the planets. Here's a planet I said in my last video that was part of the green zone, and I was a liar. Because this is the first planet in the green zone. E is the first planet in the green zone. I said D, E, and F in my last video. I meant not that. I meant it starts off in E. It's E, F, G. That are the green zone planets. So this is TRAPPIST E. Now this is the planet I would predict would have the life on it would be actually F. So this was the planet I'd predict would have life on it. So let's go ahead and show you something real cool. Now, temperature, it's cold. What's the temperature of the planet? On TRAPPIST E, negative. What about this one? 10. This is a habitable planet. This planet is habitable. Looks like there's already water on it. This is because it's minerals. No, it's this lactate. I think there's a touch of water on it. Wow. So yes, this would be an inhabitable planet. I don't know why it's not in the green zone then, because the green zone planets are way too cold to have any life on them. But this planet is considered too close almost. It's like right there in the rim area, and it's probably one. It's not considered to be in the Goldilocks area, but again, it has the temperature. I'm saying the temperature is right. If you go to the temperature, it's saying it's 10.1 degrees Celsius, which is approximately, I'm not really good at adjusting Celsius to Fahrenheit, so it's going to be about a nice day outside. It's going to be nice. So I'd say, I'm going to guesstimate, you can correct me in the comments, probably about 70 degrees in Fahrenheit. 67 degrees in Celsius is everyone's dead and on fire. Okay. So we're going to adjust some elements here. So the minerals are, this could be a habitable planet. Now if we tweak the water a little bit, oh shit, we done broke it. Now see, we done ruined everything. Let's see if I can just do it like that. Just inch. Oops. I didn't mean to tear it up. I really didn't. I was just trying to have a little water to it. If I had as much water as it on Earth, then it would look like it's still dry. I don't know what the hell that means. There's no I don't know. What was that, like 1,000%? Okay, there we go. There's some water on it. So add hydrogen, we got its mass. You can change the mass density, surface temperature. It would probably, okay, I'll show you something really cool. Since it's in its planet, I want to jack up the surface temperature to no, not 0.01, to 100 degrees Celsius, which is boiling water. That's water boiling right there, in case you didn't know. Enter. And now it should have evaporated a lot of the water. But it seems like it's doing nothing. Let's go back up to temperature, see if it changed. Yeah, see, it did change. But see, if you look at the temperature, it's drastically cooling, which means the water's not boiling water no more. So let's see if we can keep it a boiling water. Let's go ahead and knock this out. Let's go ahead and make this 200.9 degrees Celsius. See if it don't boil over. No, it's gonna be at 200. It's gonna drop drastically. Now the point is, the planet was supposed to bubble up into steam and be fire. It didn't do that. Even though the water is evaporating. It looks like, yes, the water is evaporating. It's going away. So I bet you I make this thing a fireball. Let's see if we can make this thing a fireball, guys. 800. It's still really hot. This should be on fire at 800 degrees Celsius. This thing should be a fireball. Anyways, we just destroyed. Oh, see, it's turning over into a molten rock. It took it a minute, but this is how realistic the game is. If you mess with the server temperatures, they're going to change, and the planet itself is going to change. Now, it's going to cool off over time to back to normal state. So if we zoom it up, if we not zoom it up, if we make this go faster, you'll see that the planet's going to start to cool down. Go even faster. Don't get too dizzy. You see that water has returned to the planet. So the planet, no matter how bad you try to tear it up, if you don't mess with its orbit around its sun or where it's positioned, holy shit, it'll go back to normal. So if you change the properties, chances are it's going to go back to normal, unless you mess with its mass or its density or anything like that. Anything that will change its orbital pattern or the way the planet behaves, other than temperature or anything like that. Like if you mess with its minerals and its motion, you might mess the planet up pretty good. But if you just regulate the temperature will regulate and stuff like that. It'll go back to normal, which I think is really, really cool. And this is just the traces. When it's going really fast, it doesn't regulate it very well. All right, I promise you something. I'm going to do it. So I got excited about finding the TRAPPIST-1 system. So let's go back to all. Let's go back to our solar system, and the sun explodes. What happens? I'm gonna leave you 10 seconds and leave your comments in the section below. 10, 9, 8, 7, not launch, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What happens if a star explodes? If our sun was to explode, not only will we all die, not just including our solar system, but if anything was around our solar system, let's say this far out, and our sun exploded, and they would catch it too. If you type supernova and you typed in your seconds, you guessed it, you might just be in for a little treat. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. But my next video, you might be mentioned, and things might, I'll mention you in the next video. Pretty much what's going to be. So yes, a supernova will occur, killing everything around you. It's going to be such a massive explosion. And so quick that was that everything's just going to be tore up. It's going to be, but supernovas are very pretty. And apparently, the only things to survive will be Jupiter. The rest of it, let's be supernova. There's sections of supernova. It's not just one big thing. It's just sections of supernova. It's going to gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger. The closer I get to it, the more it wants to lag my computer. So I'm also going to show you like a couple more things, and then I'm going to be done. I'm going to wrap it up. Use galaxy collision. I'm going to let you play with this if you want to. If you want to go ahead and buy the game, it's probably, I think it's still $20. It's Universe Sandbox 2. You can find it at Steam. And so I count a lot of this by yourself. If you don't have the money or your computer doesn't run this game, I can do a more in-depth things with this game. I can do whatever you want. Just leave it in the comments, and I'll do it. Whatever you want me to do. And I'll feature your comment. I'm like, this is what we're gonna do today because it was suggested. It was asked. It was requested. Request something to do with this game, and I'll do it. Or I'll try my best to get really close to it. Anyways, so you can do whatever you want in this game, and I'll go through it if you want me to. Just leave it in the comments. If not, you can go through it and you can do whatever you want. without having to have me mess it all up. So, let's go to Earth and Moon. So I can show you. You should have a taste of it, but there's actually like a little more to it than what you've seen. So if I go ahead and I go to powers and I go to launch, it's going to give me things to launch. So I'm going to go ahead and launch. If you launch something small, you'll still see an impact on the Earth. So boom. It's going to hit it and it's going to sprinkle stuff everywhere. Now if I was to launch something like this at it, it'd be a bigger explosion. It'd be craters. You hear it explode and, you know, a little bit of explosion. What else? If I launch something like this at it, bigger explosion, bigger crater. Earth's still here. I think the tidal effect should come in and just be tidal waves running across Earth. But this is pretty fine. I mean, people will be happy with this. I know I sure am. Now let's get something that's bigger than Earth. So let's go to planets. Let's go to random rocky planet. And let's slow this down a little bit. And let's launch this right here. That seems pretty bigger than Earth to me. Let's speed this up just for us. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. It'll be okay. This is gonna create a bigger mess. Just a smidge. I think it's gonna hit it first. Here's what's gonna happen. All these planets are gonna come together. See, it's going to demolish Earth. Did they touch? Did they skip? I can't really tell. So Earth has been obliterated and is now smeared over the side of this planet into a crater, and there's like stuff floating around. Like, look at these fragments flying everywhere. It's crazy. And some of them are gonna come back and land on the planet, creating craters. Now I don't know what happened, but it looks like water just appeared on the backside with the crater right before where Earth hit. But it's going to evaporate quickly due to the temperature. And if you're curious to see what happens, I know I am. Are the fragments coming back? No. The fragments came back, it could create a moon. Which is, I believe, and it's theorized that that's how the moon's created, was a large impact on Earth. And the moon is just a section of Earth that got launched out into space and then orbited. And oh shit. I think the moon's gonna come in too. The moon's gonna join in. That same fate as Earth. Is that what's gonna happen? Is how it's about to go down? Speed this up. And it's just gonna drift slowly by. So this is running pretty hot. Let's see what this is running at. This is running at pretty damn hot. 1300 degrees Celsius. I don't even want to calculate that in Fahrenheit right now, but it's cooling at a rapid amount of rate. So I'm just going to speed this up to where it cools down and see what happens. So we cool down to a temperature of 800. That's still pretty bad. It stopped spinning. It turned the water. It happened so fast, but it turned the water, and then it turned the ice. So if this planet would get into a system, now it has craters all over it, which is over time will round out, due to if it hit a gravitation, if it hit some kind of sun, if it hit a sun, we'll do that right now. So let's give it a star. Let's give it the sun. We're not going to launch it. We're going to. I want to place it. Let's place it like right here. I take that back. I want to get rid of that. If I get rid of it, though, it's going to explode everything. But there's a sun nearby now. Damn it. Alright, hold on. The sun way the fuck over here. It's going to want to orbit it. Put a sun here. Let's see what happens. Why the all flying in the same direction. That's weird. Let's see what's going on. Speed up the process. So there's kind of this flying through space, and he's just gonna like go back and forth with the two suns. That's what's gonna happen. Because I guess because it's flying at such a high rate of speed, and I put him in. I don't know. This is something's weird. Those suns are hauling. They're going though. I don't know what's going on. The other sun just drifted off. What is that over there? That's a sun nova fragment. Did the suns collide? What happened? So is this just a smaller sun? Oh, this is a sun nova remnant. I think the suns collided, and it just they didn't supernova. They just kind of. Now, this is interesting. The sun has a smaller sun of itself revolving around it at a very close. Okay, all right, that's weird. All right, so all right. I think I showed you everything I wanted to show you, and something weird has happened. With this, so if you pick up this game, it's probably about $20. I don't know what it is in euros or whatever is getting used. I don't know currency in different places. So if I just offended you, I am sorry. Anyways, this has been James with Cosmic Corner. If you have a suggestion of what I should do next video, because I'm out. There's nothing going on in space right now. There is, but what I can do is I can cover it, all the small things in one video, so I don't have to make huge videos. Trying to make videos in one thing, I can have like news updates, like things. I don't know how to say it, but if that's what you want, let me know in the comments. I can have that. I can do more of Universe Sandbox. If you want to know about TRAPPIST-1, I can go in more in depth of that. Things I'm putting together right now, I'm trying to get information on, doing a lot of research, is Mars. I'm going to have a Mars video up in the future. And if you want me to do something in Universe Sandbox, also drop that in the comments. But this has been Universe Sandbox 2. And I really hope you would pick up this game if you have the opportunity to, because this is something that's really fun to play with and something you can really learn from.